Hello and welcome to Calgana TV in association with Fire Them Cannons Arsenal podcast. And today I'm debuting a brand new show called Temp Check. Temp Check is going to be a show where I basically talk about trending topics and talk about maybe some results in the weekend in football. It's not really going to be too 100% Arsenal centric because we do a lot of that already with a lot of our podcasts and a lot of our pre-recorded videos already. So I'm just going to be doing videos on some trending topics right now. And to be honest with you, the first thing on Temp Check today is the Manchester City meltdown, because Manchester City has now dropped points again against Spurs, and their fans are completely disarray. You know, they're completely disarray. They don't know what's going on. And to be honest with you, I cannot blame them. In the first half, they completely dominated the game, scored 2 goals, and in the second half, they completely collapsed. And they let a dead Spurs team who, frankly, didn't even look like they wanted to play come back and, draw the game. And right now, Manchester City, they're just not the Manchester City that we're used to seeing. I think the system's broken. Pep, it just doesn't look like the same Pep, whether it be due to a lot of stuff in his personal life that no one's really talking about, like the fact that last season his wife kind of left and then she's come back and he's making promises about staying and all this weird stuff in the background. So he's obviously has a lot going on, plus the fact that the players that they got doesn't really suit their system. A lot of their players like Haaland isn't performing the way that he should, and it's a little bit chaotic, but because of their quality, that's why they're still, second in the league and they're still chasing us for that title. But to be honest with you, I think everyone thought, including myself, that going into that game, that they were probably just gonna beat Spurs because Spurs hate Arsenal. They're not really gonna be up for it. They probably just want to lose like they did 2 seasons ago. And Manchester City, they're just better. We all know Spurs is a little bit of a bogey team, but to be honest, going into it, no one's really thinking that they're gonna do anything. But this time to be honest with you, they looked like they were going to do something first half, but in the second half, they didn't. And right now the fans are split because a lot of Manchester City fans are very loyal to Pep Guardiola because of what he's done for them, which, to be honest with you, if any manager did what Pep did for City, did for me, I'd probably be back that person to the moon because of just where we are. Like, if Arteta does half of what Pep does, I would back him till the end. So, to be honest with you, they're in such a weird situation. So you have the fans that are used to very high standards who kind of want the manager out and kind of crashing it on the players. But then you have a lot of the older City fans who's been there, who's been in the mud, who's seen where they are now, who are like telling everyone to calm down and relax. And there's a little bit of disarray, a little bit of trouble in paradise, which is something that they're not used to. It's welcome to planet Earth, Manchester City. This is what everyone else has to deal with. And hey, it doesn't get lonely at the bottom. There's a lot of people there. You know what I'm saying? But to be honest with you, I think Manchester City fans like really just need to a little just calma. It's okay. You're not gonna win every season, and I think you're probably gonna bounce back. Title race is not done, but it's looking quite dark for you guys. So I understand the crash out. The second topic today on Temp Check is Manchester United picking up form. Now, people, Manchester United have now won 3 games in a row. Michael Carrick, as the new manager, has now won. Well, he's the interim, but new manager. He's now won at Manchester City. He beat us, and now he beat Fulham as well, which people were saying was the real test. Going into that Fulham game, people were saying Fulham was going to be the real test. I thought that was BS. I thought winning at Arsenal and Manchester City was enough. I'm not going to move the goalpost and say you must beat Fulham or else you're a fraud. But they beat Fulham anyway. They went up 2-0. Fulham came back and they won it at the death. And, that's now 3 wins on the bounce. I'm not sure if Amorim won 3 games on the bounce. To be honest with you, I don't think he won 3 Prem games at the bounce. At least these are 3 Prem games on the bounce, which is huge. They are now, really fighting for that top four position. And to be honest with you, one of the other reasons why I wanted to bring up United is because of the chest. The chest of the fans are now coming out. The things I am hearing. I'm hearing that, Maguire should be put in best centre back in the league conversations. I'm hearing all sorts of stuff. You know, Casemiro, Ballon d'Or conversations, people. This is what happens when Manchester United pick up form. Ladies and gentlemen, this cannot happen. We do not want Manchester United fans coming out here with chest. If you are out there believing that Arsenal fans are the worst fans and we're the most obnoxious, just you wait. Just you wait until Manchester United actually do something in this league. You will regret it. I was there on the football terrace for the Arsenal match reaction when we lost against Manchester United. The things that they were saying, bro, the profanities, it's insane. Like we like honestly, someone needs they must be stopped. Like this cannot happen. I do not need Manchester United having chest. I just don't need it. This one was a little personal, but yeah, don't want that. But they have the chest, and to be honest, they kind of deserve it because of how well they've been playing and they're winning games. But man, like ladies and gentlemen, we do not want to see Manchester United with chest. Last thing on the menu, Liverpool winning 4-1, and they won their last Champions League game as well. So they're actually picking up a bit of form. They're scoring goals. And we got the here we go from Fabrizio Romano saying that Jeremy Jacquet to Liverpool. This is someone, a young defender that was looked at by Chelsea. We thought that they were going to wrap that up. But, Liverpool have now swooped in. And now that's a defender that they were going to get in the summer, a pre-agreement. And, I think Liverpool fans should really chin up as well. Because honestly, to be honest with you, you guys got a lot of players in at the same time. You got a lot of main man. You got a lot of number ones, and getting that to mesh was always going to be a difficult a difficult task. Maybe you're picking up form. Maybe you're starting to turn a corner a little bit here. This is my take on it, because let me tell you something. Liverpool is one of the few teams in the Champions League I just do not want to face. I do not want to face Liverpool. To be honest, of all the teams in the Champions League, I want to face Liverpool the least. I would rather face Bayern. I'd rather face PSG. I'd rather face Madrid. I would rather face Barca. I would rather face anyone. There's something about this Liverpool team. And I think Slot has our number, because we have not scored a single goal against Liverpool this season. So, no thank you. I don't want to face Liverpool, and they've been, playing well in the Champions League as well. And to be honest with you, I think they have a real shot of winning it. I think Liverpool fans, like, come on, guys, like, you don't need to crash out as much as you have been. Yes, you're in a top four race, but I think you might be starting to figure it out, maybe, just maybe. But that is the last topic I have on the temp check. And please like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and I will see you next time.